come back to it, and when you write it, your brain works different than when you learn it from being on the mat, and when you write it, you learn it different than when you read it. So you're hitting 3 different areas. That's important for a lot of reasons. For a lot of reasons, and probably the one that you're here for is so that you can become a better wrestler, but also to become a better man. So you're the only lady here? All right. So, you know, that's where it's at. This sport teaches a lot of things about growing up and being tough and, you know, doing the right thing and this and that. And, you know, a lot of the cliche things that you hear every day from all your coaches. But the bottom line is, it's true. And there's not another sport on the planet like it. Whether you like this sport or not, you can't really even argue that or even debate it, really. So, you know, we could debate it, except we don't want to take that time and we can be working on wrestling moves. So, anybody has any concerns or any questions, throw them out here. We'll do our best to figure it out. We'll do our best to help you out that way. But one thing I'm going to tell you right now is my disclaimer is what the things that I teach, they may not be the best things for you to learn. And whoa, why did you just say that? Well, the reason why I say that is because the things that I teach are things that I believe in. And I know that if you believe in them too, and you develop positioning and timing from those things that I teach, that you will come to believe the same thing that I do. But what's going to happen is you're going to go, oh, well, I saw this the other way. Or I went to a clinic and he did it this way, or my coach said to do it that way. And that's where I'm not going to debate that. I'm not going to debate that because there are a lot of ways to skin a cat. There are, anybody in the country here? There's a lot of ways to skin a kitty cat. And you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And when you talk about single leg finishes, and you talk about how you get there, when you talk about how you wrestle up from an extended position, when you talk about how you wrestle from a leg in, or getting a leg in, or do I even get a leg in, or do I even throw a leg in? You know, those are things that are going to be debated differently by different people based on how good their skill level is in that position. So, for the young guys, this might be going over your head a little bit, but what's going to happen is you're going to come and go, hey, I saw my coach told me to do it this way. You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say, good for you, and do it that way and do it better than anybody else in the world. Because if you can do it better than anybody else in the world, then nobody else in the world can stop it, and then you're on your way to becoming a world champion. And that's really what we're striving here. That's really what we're here striving for. Whether you are on that level or not, you're still striving to become the best that you can be. And right now it's wrestling, but you take what you learn throughout the next day and a half or through to, let's see, Sunday. Is it Sunday?
Yes, Sunday. Through Sunday.
So Doc goes through Sunday? Mm-hmm. So today, tomorrow, through Sunday, the next 2.5, 3 days, 2 wake-ups anyway, you take the information that you get and you apply it to your lives, and then you become better people. And that's really where it's at. That's really what it's all about. When they carry you out of here, shove you in the ground, that's really what it's all about. So, wrestling is a big part of that to me. It's my life. It's what I do. And I couldn't imagine my life without it. So very importantly. So when I talk and I teach and we go through some of this stuff, don't screw around. And don't be running your mouth to your buddy. And here's why. Because if he's talking to him, I'm not really worried about, if these guys don't want to pay attention, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But all of a sudden now he's hearing them and me talk, and the human brain doesn't work really good. Now it's starting to affect him, and that's when I get irritated. So are we on the same page then? I don't want to get irritated. Right? All right. Anybody got anything? This is going to be great. I used to live in Chattanooga, Tennessee. If anybody knows my history, I spent 3.5 years up there. And I said up there. Usually where I'm at now, it's always, I coach down there. I said up there. So I'm in the South, and I like it. I loved it there. I loved it there. The administration had, we said it's probably still be there, so we won't get into that. All right, let's go. Up in a couple laps. We don't need to warm up a lot for what we're going to start with.